Hey guys, welcome back for part 2 of my video series on how to stop fighting with your partner. In the first video we talked a lot about the adrenaline state that comes up inside of us, the fight or flight response. And I did a short activity helping you to tap into what's going on inside yourself in those moments when you feel upset or your partner is upset and then you feel upset. Speaking to the chain reaction of what happens there. So in this video, what I want to talk about is, now that you have gotten a little bit of a primer on what happens inside yourself as an individual, I want to talk today about the importance of seeing that as a separate reaction from what's happening with your partner. And I can't stress this being important enough, because oftentimes what happens is when we're upset, all we have on is our blinders of what it is that we want to see and what we want to have happen. And that could even be the blinders of, your feeling of being attacked or being hurt or being pushed away. And that's when we tend to get very defensive and say things like, well, don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to, I'm not the bad guy here. Or like, what's your problem? Right? So we get caught up in these modes. But the problem is while we're in that mode, we really lose the ability to stop and say, okay, something is going on with me, and it's probably different than what's happening with my partner. My partner is most likely experiencing something very different, and they're not thinking the exact same way that I am. For example, our partner may have had a rough day. There may be something from an earlier conversation that isn't sitting right with them. There may be something that they're anticipating that's coming up that's really stressing them out. And the point here is being able to first read ourselves allows us to pause and see, okay, I've got myself, I've got me. And now because I have myself and I have me and I know what's coming up inside me, I can better see my partner in front of me. And so then when they're upset in front of us, there's this feeling of there's room or there's space inside of us emotionally to hear and to handle whatever comes up inside them. So whether they're upset with us or a different situation, there's an opportunity to first to not have to jump into getting defensive or reactive, and let those upset feelings doing the talking, but instead to sort of step back and say, okay, something is going on with you, honey, and I really want to understand what it is. I want to take a minute to figure out just what it seems like is driving why you're so upset right now. And when we do that, something really wonderful happens. One of the things is we get out of this trench warfare type of way of operating, where each person is upset with the other and nobody seems to budge. And I think we can all relate to that at some point or another. We feel like we're in that trench warfare situation. So being able to say to oneself, I want to understand. And I know that my partner's feelings are unique to their experience. And if I find out a little bit more about what's going on with them, they're probably going to feel, number one, okay, and number two, and this is a huge point, they're going to feel like I am somebody that they can be safe with, that they can express themselves to, that they can open up to. And as a result of that, something inside them calms and feels like it's not alone. And as a result of that, we feel calmer. And as a result of that, we're able to hear each other more, and the relationship gets stronger then too. So beautiful things start happening when we're able to step back with this different kind of perspective and way of being together. So this is video 2. Again, some wonderful food for thought as we do this series on how to fight less with our partner and to really see what's going on. And again, your feedback is greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.